Earlier this week, I was doing research for a video idea I wanted to learn more about. Through my findings, I discovered what appears to be quite a fascinating story about the history of the modern sandwich. So naturally, I decided to halt my original idea and branch off into this deliciously interesting adventure. It all started in the 18th century with a man named John Montagu. He was a British statesman in a small town in England, his title being the 4th Earl of Sandwich. You may see where I'm going here. John happened to be a big gambler, spending long hours in his competitive environment. He was so focused that he had no time for a regular meal. Instead, he asked for his meat and cheese to be served in between 2 pieces of bread. This allowed John to easily play while consuming his food. Quite the multitasker, if I do say so myself. This was recorded by a French writer named Pierre-Jean Grosley in his book titled Londres. This book revealed much of his observations of English life, including a small section reserved for Montagu and his unique creation. Though we don't know if the way Pierre-Jean described it is 100% factual or not, the addition of this in his book had readers popularizing the term we all know today. This became popular enough that not too long after, Edward Gibbon would write The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. This would be the first time the word sandwich would be used in writing to describe the modern-day culinary masterpiece we know today. Now keep in mind that meat inside bread and other similar ideas did occur centuries before the Earl of Sandwich decided to give it a go, but there never seemed to be a term for it until now. It is also important to note that there is speculation that John himself had inspiration from what he saw on his travels in the eastern Mediterranean. Despite this, the growing popularity that had started since John's multitasking solution unfolded allowed for other countries, specifically the United States, to adapt this idea into what we know it as today. The United States in the 19th century added on with unique recipes allowing for more fillings to be included, such as peanut butter and jelly. On top of also debuting the invention of sliced and packaged bread, made the sandwich become more accessible than ever before. So to recap, it took the work of a gambling man who was too focused on his game to fix himself a meal, to accidentally ultimately popularizing one of the most popular foods ever to be created, serving 300 million sandwiches daily in the United States alone, and essentially helping to create an industry valued at over $20 billion. It is safe to say that this is quite the origin story for the sandwich, and one I just felt needed to be shared. And that, my friends, is the delicious tale of how the sandwich came to be. I also want to shout out Sandwiches of History, as I stumbled upon their YouTube channel while I was making this video. I ended up binge watching his content and felt the need to share his work with you so you can feast your eyes on some good videos. I will leave the link to his channel in the description. Thank you for watching. I'm looking to make more videos like this in the near future, so feel free to comment below any topics you'd like me to discuss. I'm sure you hear this a lot, but if you'd like to like the video and subscribe, I'd be quite happy. Thanks again. I hope to see you in the next video.